Good morning. Good morning and happy Thursday. Alright, let's see if YouTube's going to work with me today. And it is. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. Alright. So for our Thursday challenges today, on our general, we have to cook 3 seasoned succulent fish. So if you get some salmon or trout and break that down, that'll give you the succulent fish meat that you can cook with. I always use oregano. I save my mint and my time for big game meat. We have to skin 3 elk. We have to play 2 free roam events. So those are the ones that pop up that you can join. Cold Dead Hands, Protect the Legendary, those kinds of things. And you don't have to do anything specific. You just have to go in and play them. So that's actually pretty easy. We have to pick 5 oregano, kill 3 players in a posse versus, 5 snowdrop, violet snowdrop picked, and then pick 5 wild mint. So lots of picking plants today. For bounty hunter, we have to do 2 bounties brought in from New Austin, 3 bounty targets looted. So that's pretty easy. Just once you kill or hog tie them, just loot them. Don't forget. And 3 eagle eye used to track a bounty target. So just while you're running around, if they start running, just go into eagle eye and make sure that you're following that like white trail and hit track. For trader, we have to make a special stew recipe. Do 20 donations, so that can be anything. I usually use feathers for that one just because they're quick and easy. Good morning, Will. Happy Thursday. And then 2 goods sold to a local buyer. So if you have a full trader wagon and you need the money, go ahead and do your long distance and then go right back to camp. And as soon as he has 1 good, just start a local. That way you're not messing with stuff and wasting money. If you have plenty of money, just do locals. But a way that we normally did the local buyer one when we were hurting for cash was we would just run 1 good back to back. And that way it's easy. And they're small wagons and they go close by, so it's just kind of quick. Easy gold. For the collector, we have to pick 3 wildflowers and find 3 alcohol bottles and do 3 collector maps again. So that one could get kind of expensive. If you can avoid doing it too many days in a row, that'd be best. For the moonshiner, you have to drink your own strong moonshine and change your bar decor. So that one is easy as well. You can either change, if you have more than one, the entire decor, or you can use some of the free pictures. And if you change your picture, that one gives it to you easy. So that's a free way to make gold. And then complete 3 Moonshine Bootlegger missions. These are the ones that pop up all over the map. And if you can't find them, you can also go to Maggie in the Moonshine Shack and start a bootlegger. So we have to find antique alcohol bottles today for the collector roll. And these bootlegger missions, when you loot the bodies, I usually collect a ton of alcohol bottles, like the antique collector item ones from the dead bodies. Make sure that you don't have too many in your inventory. Like if you got 10 on everything, it's not gonna pick anything up, but that's a real easy way to get those ones done too. For the naturalist roll, we have to do 5 animal samples taken within 10 minutes. That's easy. Just run around. Rabbits are quick. They only take 2 shots. They fall quick. And they're everywhere. 2 legendary animal samples taken. So if you're running around doing stuff and you see that little yellow question mark, make sure you go over and get a sample. If not, and you're working on like building your naturalist role, you could always go in and do Harriet missions and get samples that way. Then 3 wetland animal samples taken. So you can go down to the swamp and same thing as yesterday, you know, gators, turtles, all the snakes pretty much. You have your northern water snake, your cottonmouth, your north and south copperheads, the timber, the midland water, the diamondback, and then your panthers. And then if for some reason you're out on the islands by roads, the green iguanas also count as wetland samples. So we are going to, real quick while we are at camp, we're going to see if we can make a stew. And we can, son of a gun. Fried beef, tender pork, and sage.
Smell that stew? Delicious.
Alright, there we go. Easy gold. Alright, let's see here.
Stocks are looking good.
I've got 20 feathers. I don't. Alright, so 2, 6, 9, 12, 13,
Very nice.
14,
This is good quality.
15, 16, 17,
Beautiful.
18, all right, 19 and 20. I save my flight feathers. Whenever I do stuff, I usually use dynamite arrows, and I need to be able to craft those, so I don't really get away with, yeah. But if you have a bunch of flight feathers, and that's a good one. It's also important to kind of have a whole bunch of stuff in your satchel, you know, even 1-star, 2-star small animal pelts, just so that way when it comes time to do something like 20 donations, you have plenty of stuff to pull from. If it's just a regular 20 donations, I try not to use my small animals. I like to save those for when it's like 20 carcasses. Alright, now I know that I do not have any flaky fish, but I do not have any succulent fish. So I'm going to go into my satchel into materials and see if I have any salmon or trout just laying around my pockets. Here we go. So go over to the trout. Oh, shit, that's not going to let me do it. Alright, fine. Alright, so we're going salmon fishing in a little bit. Alright, so I went up to... I put my camp over here in Big Valley. This is about as close as I could get it for right now. But... not too far from where we are, we need oregano, mint, and violet snowdrop. So I'm going to put a waypoint up right about here-ish. There should be some right there on the road. So we're going to go up here and, oh, here. So I'm by Wallace Station. We're not far from Strawberry if you need a close fast travel point. And we are going to Little Creek River. So up along this river here, you can actually get oregano, mint, and violet snowdrop. So you don't have to go all over the map. All 3 plants that we need today, you can find right here on Little Creek River. If my horse would show up. There we go. Actually, there's also a legendary bear that spawns up here sometimes, and I am hoping he does. He's actually one that I need a sample of. And Bagger is not a good legendary animal horse. He is skittish, but Basher here. Basher here is a roadster, and he's usually pretty sturdy. Alright, so I'm going to head towards my waypoint, but I'm going to kind of stay in Eagle Eye here as much as possible because, like I said, this whole area up here on the river is flush with mint, oregano, and the snowdrop. And also, while we are up here, we need to skin 3 elk, and this is a really good spot to get elk. So I suppose I could just go right where my waypoint is, but I'm going to be a pain in the ass about it. Most of this is going to be burdock and bulrush. Right here, actually, along the river. Not explosive, I want express. Alright, so while you're out hunting your plants, keep an eye out for elk. If you go to Coulter and stand by the fast travel post and move your camp to Big Valley, you'll be able to, for the most part, get your camp pretty close up here on the river. Let's see, raspberry. I got turned around. I gotta go this way. And, of course, if you see anything little, kill it and put it in your satchel. Because the trader daily is super demanding. Alright, bulrush, bulrush. Alright, so here's some oregano. So this is where we are. No more. Nope. One more. That's nice. We got a nice little patch of 4 of them here. And then we only need 1. And then right, not too far. Nope, that's ginseng. Alright, so right here, we have violet snowdrop. So they're right next to each other. We got some snowdrop and we got some oregano. There's 3 of them here. Perfect. Make sure I don't miss any. It's carrots. Okay. Real quick, this is all bulrush, yeah. Yep. Alright, so from where we are here, if we just go up just a little ways, closer to Hanging Dog Ranch, there'll be more snowdrop up here. And we should encounter some more oregano as we go. Here's the mint. so the mint is not too far off from the riverbed there, and on our way to the other. I do so love when they put everything in a nice little cluster. All we got for mint. Looking. Here we go. So where we are for the mint is halfway in between where we were and where we're headed. So right here. So the mint is done. Just need one more oregano. But again, that stuff is all over the place up here, so won't be too hard. Alright, so right in here, I have to eat it. Just one, huh? Alright, that's alright. Alright, so I also know there's some right about there. I want to make sure this up here isn't ginseng. Nope, this is thyme though. If you're trying to stock up on some of your cookable herbs, this is a great spot. There's all kinds of stuff up here. Alright, come here, Basher. There we go. That's 5 of those. And then let's see. So we need one more oregano. That's a carrot. Alright, so I know that there is a small patch of oregano right here, just on the other side of the creek. Jaunt over there for a moment. Check. Raspberries. Lots of ginseng. Alright. And our oregano. Now, there's actually quite a few of them here. If you didn't get all that you needed from the other spot. So right here, there, and right where we are. You can get all 5 of, all 3 of the things that you need today. The mint, the oregano, and the violet snowdrop. So not too shabby. So while we are up here in Big Valley, I'm going to go look for 2 more elk. Oh, snap. I need a sample of that. Come on, big guy, fall over. There we go. Alright. So real quick, if I can find some rabbits. I wasn't kind of ready to do my samples yet, but oh well. I can also save that for when I go down and do my wetlands. We shall see. Nope. Another really good spot for elk is near Manzanita Post. So if you just go into Manzanita Post and head up towards right here, between like the post and the Aurora Basin there's lots and lots of elk all over here in this area. I just figured it'd be really nice if I could get some while we were up here, because we're already in the area. There we go. Alright, let's see. Real quick inventory. I forgot to write everything down. So we have to go fishing. 2 free roam events. And the player kills in a posse versus, I will probably, if nobody gets on this morning, that one will be later tonight, which those are always fun. Let's see. So, we have done hardly anything. Wetland, Moonshine. Oh, while we are up here, I want to real quick alright, alcohol and wildflowers. So, since it's really, really early, right here is a bitterweed. So while you're up here getting your elk and all your plants, you can actually get some of your collectibles done too. Kind of get the most out of the whole area. Alright, there we go. And then there is also a alcohol bottle up here at the top of this wind tower. No. Okay. Now, while we're here, because I know it's here, There's a jewelry right here in between these graves. It's a random one. But you never know. It could be the one that you needed. There we go. Richie Lou. Alright, up the tower. Alright, so some London dry gin. That one's done. And then if you onto the barn here and run into the barn, right here on a barrel is a tarot card. How many bitter weeds do I have? 8? Okay. Alright, there we go. I'm going to go after one more flower that's up here. There's one just right above the W here, another bitter weed. It's not too far of a ride. We're in the area. And I'm also kind of still hoping that that legendary bear spawns. Where's the damn thing? I hear it. Here it is. If you're using the JR map, this bitterweed, there's also a nice patch of oregano sitting right here by it. So alright, well, no bear. What we're gonna do is set up a wilderness camp here. And we're gonna head over to the Moonshine Shack. Alright, so real quick, I happened to notice that the horse will show up when he's ready, I guess. There's not a valid reason why I'm using high velocity. I have a couple hundred rounds that I've gotten for like PlayStation rewards and stuff like that, and I've just been trying to clean up my lockbox. So on my list of things to get rid of today are high velocity revolver ammo. Good lord, die. Okay. Now, like I said, these Moonshine ones, I usually have the best luck getting alcohol bottles from. So if I don't have to run all over the map today for alcohol bottles, that would be super helpful. tooth. I'm at least getting some stuff to sell at the fence later. Alright, no alcohol models that haul. That's alright. Alright, so from in here, we're gonna go see Maggie. See how you have the option to do a bootlegger mission? That's a good way to get these done too.
So what are we talking about
Alright, so you can either go into your bar decor and change your entire decor. But if you only have one of these, the rest of them are like 15 gold. So I don't recommend spending 15 gold to make like 0.2 gold. It just makes no sense. But the photos count as bar decor, and there's a bunch of them that are free. So we're just gonna go, you know what, in honor of skinning all the elk today, we'll use the elk photo. And then that's just a free way to be able to get a daily done.
Very good work recently. Cripps was right about you.
Alright, so while we are here, you know what, hold on, don't get sidetracked. I'm gonna run down here real quick and see if I've got some moonshine I can drink for that daily. I do. Let's see. Yep, that registered. Awesome. So that one, if you don't have a moonshine, if you just go in to your Seymour cell, and hit strong moonshine. That's how you... Hold on just a second. I have to text a child real quick. Okay, sorry. Okay. But yeah, just make sure that you make them strong, and it doesn't have to be one that has like a collectible in it. You can just do like, I have the berry cobbler. It's just an easy one. Damn it, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, I got distracted by children. Alright, and I'm going to accept a bootlegger mission, because I already have one, and the chances of me finding one while I'm roaming around at some point today are pretty good. So I'm just going to make sure that I've got 2 in the bag here, and
So why don't you track down one of their
I can kind of count that as one that I've done when I do my inventory of how many dailies I need left to do.
Failing that, just destroy the lot of it.
Okay. Not too shabby. We're just going to go up to the basin here. girl's overweight at the moment, and I forgot to vomit, so the cores are dropping quicker than they should. So if you're new, if you go into the map menu and go down to player and go in there, you can actually look at your player stats, and it'll tell you if your character's weight is under, over, or average. And if your character is underweight or overweight, you actually have, this was a dumb way to go, your stats will drop much more quickly, and you'll have a harder time staying alive no matter what kind of tonics and stuff you have. Like your cords will just drop faster. So always kind of keep an eye on that. And they've introduced in the naturalist role weight gain and weight loss tonics through Harriet, and those ones you'll just take them and it'll kind of correct their weight automatically, so that way you don't drop your core so bad. Alright, let's see here. Did it die? Oops. There you go. Come here. I shot you in the asshole. Yeah, right up Main Street. Alright, I blew this damn thing up, didn't I? That's the only bad part about these revolvers, is the incredibly slow load, whereas I've been using like the semi-automatic pistols. Oh, and they're so quick. But I finished clearing off all the pistol ammo that I had in my satchel, so revolvers it is right now. Alright, here we go. Yeah, we're that way. Alright, I'm still hoping for one of these alcohol bottles to appear. Take my time, get all these things. Not a damn single bottle. It's like the game wants to prove me wrong. There we go. An absinthe bottle. Boom. Jesus. Alright, so we got the one that's up in Big Valley, and we got one that we just looted off a body. I do know that there is a Caribbean rum in Blackwater today. Let me real quick make sure there's no flowers. Actually, there is. Leave. Break this down. I'm not doing this yet. Sorry. Just kidding. Alright, so right above the A here in Montana, on the other side of the river, right about here, I think, is going to be a wisteria. And just to make sure I'm not, yeah, I still need one more. Okay. There it is. What? Alright. Now I'll pull up on the wilderness camp. Let's say, watch, I'll get ambushed after riding around for almost an hour yesterday looking for an ambush. I finally got it up by Window Rock. It was enough to drive a person crazy. Alright, so once we get into Blackwater here, we come over to Little Tent City. It's the second tent on this side of the road here. In here on a barrel, you get a candy bar and a Caribbean rum. So that gives us all of... Yes, okay, just wanted to make sure. Alright, so let's see here. We have 6 out of 9 done. We're going to go down here and get the Wetland, so that'll be 7. I am going to do this bootlegger. If I don't come across one at some point, I will go back to Maggie and I will start a third one. So this will be 8. And then I have a delivery to do. So this local buyer one, I'm going to wait until later when there's people on that need money and whatever before I do my delivery. So that'll give me 9. So we're going to go get our wetland samples is what we're going to do. And then go fishing. Travel to Bootlegger. Alright, so one of my favorite fishing spots for salmon is right here. So you could actually just go to Van Horn and head down, and it's right here on the river here, and I'll show you. I'm going to head that way. I came into Le Gras because I plan on kind of following the road up a little bit, and right over in this area, north of the little T right here, there's a bridge, and there's a bunch of like alligator turtles and stuff like that that I can grab some samples of real quick for my wetland samples.
You planning to say hello or just drop by?
I need sedative ammo. Let's just get sprayed in the face and get that over with. Alright, well, get her done.
I've heard what you've been doing. They tell me, you know? Oh, disgraceful. You
This
should
crazy
be ashamed
bitch.
of yourself.
She's so delightful. Alright. Moving on. Now, maybe when I'm done catching my fish, I can be able to come buy some damn ammo. You're too crazy there, Gator. Come here. Slide. Alright. Just gonna keep making my way. I'm not gonna worry too much about doing the whole 5 samples in 10 minutes, just because I'm not gonna need it today. I already know that I'm gonna be doing things that kind of clear up my roll dailies, so. Alright, so right around here. There's 3 easy pops. What is this? Pick up a frog. Just because I'm here, and these are great filler for crypts. Madame Nazar is over here in Bluewater Marsh today. Right here. Need one more. I need to quit getting distracted is what I need to do. Hopefully this isn't the same turtle. Alright. Just checking. Alright, there we go. Alright. On to our fishing spots. There are multiple places all over the map that you can go and get salmon and trout. This is just one that's my favorite. I seem to have really good luck. If you put in a special spinner or a river, You'll only catch salmon. It's the only large fish here. Not only that, but they're pretty concentrated and alright, so right here where the water is kind of like coming through the rocks. So right above the E, in between the E and the R. Let's see here. Fishing pole. We need some bait. Do a special river. Alright, and then if you look, oh, I hate this game sometimes so much. Okay, there's some down here. Usually there is a ton of salmon right between those two rocks. But of course, because... Alright, let's see here. Come on, fishies. There we go. But I can usually catch a whole bunch of these. Way back in beta, when fishing was the only way to make money, really. Without losing everything you had when somebody shot you. I used to spend a lot of time right here at this spot catching salmon, and then I'd go a little bit further down the river and I'd catch bass, and then I could run into St. Denis with a bunch of gator stuff and do that 8 trillion times so I could buy a new horse. Alright. Let's throw this out there and see if they start spawning in. And no matter how many little fish are here, it doesn't matter, because if you're using a special lure, it only catches the big ones. On days where you have to collect 5 different kinds of fish, you know, for a daily, this is another good spot, because you can get perch here, rock bass, bluegill, pickerel, salmon. So you got a nice variety if you're already in the area. If not, I just go to the Blackwater docks. One more. I need to fix my... Oh, I got frozen the other day and hung up on stuff, and you know how Rockstar likes to say, oh, clear your cache, or whatever. Well, I did that, and it reset all of my settings on, like, my display and my sound, and... Ugh. So I have to go back in at some point, and I keep forgetting to. My camera keeps wanting to, like, drift. Yep. Alright, so once you've caught your 3 salmon or your 3 trout, now, let's put this away. Put it away. If you go into your satchel, they'll be in your recents if you just went and caught them. And then you can hit X and break down. Make sure you don't discard. That would suck. Alright. There we go. I'm going to bounce camp over to the bayou. Just because I don't need it up in Big Valley anymore. Good morning, warrior. You did catch a live one, but it's not going to be live much longer. I've got just a couple more minutes, and then I have to go and get ready for work. So if you have any questions, let me know now. I was reading and not paying attention to where I was going. Missed my turn. Alright, so we're going to come over here now that we broke those down. I actually kind of like this camp spot because you can hear Madame Nazar's music and it's something to listen to other than Crips for a change. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and cook our fish that we just caught, and I'm going to use some of the oregano that we just went and got. Alright, there we go, that one's done. Alright, let's do a real quick lockbox check. Alright, so for anybody that has rewards for like PlayStation Plus and Club, if you hit collect all, you will collect things that are your catalog orders first. And then if for some reason you run out of whatever you have in your catalog order, that's when it kicks into these. So if you want to wheedle these down at all, you have to actually come through and collect your reward ones first, and then you can go through and do a collect all. Okay. Got a question. Have you been keeping up with the dailies? I stopped around January. I do a daily stream every morning doing the dailies, and 99% of the time I get every single daily done. There's a few that I either just don't even bother attempting, or I give myself like a time limit to try and get them done. A good example is the follow the dog daily. Those stupid dogs barely ever spawn when it's a daily challenge. So I kind of already know when that one shows up that I may possibly not get them all done. But no, for the most part, I get all my dailies done every day. Let's see. We are 5 out of 7 for general. But the free roams I'll do later. I didn't want to waste time doing those right now because I'm on a limited time thing before I have to go to work. So those will get done later. And then this one, the 3-player kills and a posse versus, will also get done later when my posse's on. So the general really done. And then I've got 7 out of 9 completed for my daily role challenges. But I'm going to go do one more bootlegger mission, which will give me 8. And then I have a delivery ready now, and then we'll do a second local later, also after we do like the posse versus when my crew's on later. So that'll give me all 9 that I need for the role challenges. If you're not sure how to do a posse versus, start a posse. It has to be a persistent. You cannot use a temporary one for this. And if you don't have one, if one of your friends does, just make sure that you open a persistent posse and, you know, get your crew in it. Come down to posse in the free roam mission, or I mean free room menu, sorry. And then in the posse menu, the second one down is posse versus. So you can go, because you just have to get kills. So you can actually do the infighting, which will, if you have 3 people, 4 people, it'll split you into 2 teams. Infighting in general is just where it's kind of like a free-for-all. You guys can just kill each other as you please. Kind of like a all on their own type thing. You can also do a this is where you can combo things. You can actually do a herb picking contest in Big Valley. Get your mint, your oregano, your violet, and shoot one of your posse members 3 times, and it'll count for all of it. The infighting's usually the funnest though. Just that way, like we usually do like hammers or melee weapons, or sometimes we'll just do where we'll load in. Everybody gets 3 shots real quick to get the daily done, and then we just fist fight to the death for the rest of the timer. So have fun with it. Alright, let's see here. Stew is still good.
Found ourselves a decent spot.
And, I'm looking at time. Alright, we've been on for an hour. We're a little bit over, but that's okay. Just real quick, because I've had this happen to me before, where I've done 2 out of the 3 bootleggers, and then when I loaded back in later after work, it had reset, which is kind of aggravating. So I'm going to go see if Maggie will give me another bootlegger mission just real quick before I log off. Alright, here we go.
So last night, Marcel came to me all head up about revenue agents. Said they're in the area, blocking roads, stopping wagons. He thinks we should pack up and move to a new cookhouse. But I'm done running, and I'm done hiding. They're becoming a problem around here. We fix the problem. Plain and simple. Find where they are and send them on their way. You know what to do.
Okay. We're gonna die. Oh. I forgot to fix my weight issue. Tisk tisk. There we go. Alright. And that gives us that daily. Right. So real quick, so everybody knows what I'm talking about with this whole weight issue. Ah, see? Another alcohol bottle. London Dry Gin. Alright. So, if you go into your map menu, don't go into map, damn it, just the menu. Go down to player, hit your character, and, oh, my weight is average. So then I don't know what my problem is. Maybe I just suck today. But on their weight there, it'll say average, overweight, underweight, whatever it may be. My problem is usually that I'm overweight. I tend to eat a lot while I'm fighting, so that way I don't die as easy. Not that you can see that it made much of a damn difference there for a second. But I always get the weight loss tonics from Harriet, and it just makes you vomit. And then all of a sudden your character's weight just regulates itself. Alright, so that is going to be it for me today. I hope to see you guys in the morning. Have a great Thursday. And grind those dailies.